Good evening. Today I will be presenting my weekly geography assignment on Asia, titled A Call for Action and Analysis on the Invasive Species Threatening the Environmental Systems of Bangkok's Biodiversity. In this presentation, we will cover the environmental impact of the invasive species known as the black-chinned tilapia, the consequences of their uncontrolled breeding and inhabitants. My name is Aniyah Covington, student of Global Issues, and I will be your presenter for this video. What is an invasive species? An invasive species is a non-native plant or animal that can harm the environment, economy, or human health. Invasive species can be introduced to an area by accident or intentionally, and they can become difficult to control or eliminate. Impact. Invasive species can account for a number of disruptions within an environment, including that of loss of biodiversity, ecosystem disruption, and general extinction of local wildlife, which, in this case, will be the wildlife of the waterway of Bangkok. Black-chinned tilapia. Why were they introduced? Black-chinned tilapia were first introduced to Bangkok, Thailand in 2010 by a private company, Karon Pokopan Foods, which imported them from Ghana for research purposes aimed at improving the quality of Nile tilapia breeds. However, the fish escaped and became an invasive species, causing significant ecological disruption in Thai waterways. The environmental impact of the blackfin tilapia. Disrupting the aquatic food chain. Black-chinned tilapia prey on small fish, shrimp, snail larvae, which are important components of the aquatic food chain in Thailand, leading to a decline in populations of these native species. Competing with the native wildlife. Due to their aggressive behavior and rapid reproduction rate, black-chinned tilapia outcompete native fish species for food and habitat, potentially leading to population declines in local fish, leading to rampant change in the community's diet. Spreading to other regions. As their uncontrolled breeding increases, concern exists about the potential spread of the species as a whole to neighboring provinces and countries, further exacerbating environmental issues. The voices of the people, growing concern. In Bangkok, Thailand, farmers are crucial to the nation's economy in the sense that they contribute significantly to agricultural cultivation, employment of a large portion of the workforce, and providing a substantial portion of the country's food supply. With the invasion of the black-chinned tilapia, if the issue reaches critical levels of threat without intervention, then there is a chance for permanent damage to take place within official fisheries and the overall food quality within Bangkok. As the situation concerning the invasive species of fish worsens, so does the animosity grown between Bangkok's citizens and their government. Citizens in Bangkok protested on January 13, 2025, demanding government and corporate accountability for the spread of invasive black-chinned tilapia in Thailand's freshwater ecosystems and aquaculture industry, thoroughly blaming the government for the uncontrolled growth of the species that they allowed to be introduced. Activists are calling for eradication efforts, compensation for affected farmers, and identification of those responsible for the fish's introduction. Documentation of impact. Surveys show black-chinned tilapia in 19 provinces near the Gulf of Thailand, impacting shrimp and aquacultural businesses. This has caused grave concerns among academics and activists who label the situation a critical ecological threat. Despite some efforts by fisheries officials to remove the fish from waterways, activists express frustration over the lack of decisive government action. Recent studies also indicate that managing black-chinned tilapia effectively is now a daunting task, potentially impossible within existing Thai waterways. Delayed action by the government has been noted, with experts arguing that earlier intervention could have limited the spread. Calls to action, a government's mean to intervene. The ongoing tilapia crisis highlights the fragile imbalance between human activities and that of impacted environmental and social health. Despite these fish being introduced as a means of testing, of which was more than likely arranged to further help the people, the ecological imbalance developed farther out of control than previously anticipated, hence the ill-prepared reactions of those responsible. Protests urging for government accountability continues amongst Bangkok and various other areas, urging for a call for environmental justice and reimbursement for the people affected due to the oversight of their government of the fish's unchecked proliferation. So far, discussions continue about the potential consequences of introducing predators to handle the invasive situation, as the story of the black-chinned tilapia serves as a cautionary tale in terms of approach. Personal insights. I personally believe that the people of Bangkok are entitled to the reimbursement funds due to this uncontrolled situation, as it is no fault of theirs that this situation has unfolded. However, as more coverage is being held, further denouncement of involvement continues to be pushed as decision makers wish to pin the resolve on another. I believe the key to finding a realistic solution to this problem will rise from those active groups taking responsibility, as their lives are not the ones brutally affected, but the lives of the people they are meant to govern and protect.